Can't imagine that anybody should go into court without a lawyer in this state charged with a DUI. There's some reasons for that. First of all, you can't get too general because in Arizona and just in Maricopa County alone, there are over 20 courts that you could potentially be in, with the Justice of the Peace courts and then all the city courts, and that's just on the misdemeanors. They're all different. The prosecutors are different. The judges are different. The policies are different. Some will allow home detention. Some will not. How do people know this? Well, they can go to a website and look at it and hope that it's still current, because these things are changing all the time. We just had a change in the law effective January 1st of this year, where the amount of time that a person has to spend in custody is now different, and home detention time has been extended. Every client, I should say, has a different need. Some clients, it's more important that the driver's license be retained for as long as possible and lost for as short a term as possible. Others, because of work, etc., it's the jail time and how that jail time is served and how the penalties are taken care of. And there are just a lot of times where people get into a situation where they're accused of doing something that they maybe really didn't do, because there are so many defenses to the DUI laws. Yeah, I talk to clients all the time in the first client meeting about lawyers, and I'll ask them, I'm not asking them specifically who they spoke with, but I ask them if they've spoken to other lawyers. And that's really important to me, because there is this stigma that a lot of lawyers and or their staffs will try and scare people into thinking, oh my gosh, if you don't hire me right now, all these horrible things are going to happen. And so I go just the opposite. I try to look always at the positives. I try to make sure that and reassure everyone that once we start the process, their life's not going to change. It's going to stay the same, and it's going to be in limbo for a while. And I'm going to borrow that case. It's not my case. I'm borrowing that case, and I'm going to keep it for 5 or 6 or 7 months, however long it takes. But eventually, we're going to have to come to a resolution of the case, whatever that may be. But the stigma has gotten so much worse over the last 5 years, and I just think because the market's gotten so saturated with other lawyers. When you're facing some of these stiff penalties, that the only prudent thing to do is to have someone who knows what they're doing go in and tear that case apart, and not be afraid to step on toes and to try and get to the bottom of any issues there are. If you get arrested for a DUI, you have to go, I think, everybody has to go in and meet with a lawyer and at least talk. Whether it's me or someone else, go in and talk to them. At least get an idea of what you're facing.